Touchdown for the Clayton Comets. They finally strike blood and score first. 2:03. Trayvon Richardson, the man with the putting the 6 on the board. Now they're going to go for the extra point. Ready for the placement. Comets will shoot it up in the air. Ball is up. Number 88 on the kick for the Comets, and it is going to go through the uprights, and it is good. Number 88, Rodney Riggins, the wide receiver senior, and the man that kicks the field goal for the Comets, and we got 7-0 on the board.
That's right. Triple S right now, their sideline, I'm sure, has got to get some motivation to get some scores here. Now, their quarterback went down with an injury. I don't know if he's going to come back in the game to play or if they're going to have to get a new guy in.
And the tough break is you got J.B. Jones, the quarterback for the Spartans. Brad, he's playing both offense and defense because of such a smaller man roster than what the Comets have. The Comets have about 65 players. The Spartans only have 35, half of that if they're.
Yeah, right now, I mean, that's knocking them down to 24 players. I mean, you can't imagine there's too many depth at quarterback with that low of numbers.
2:03 in the opening quarter. Here at Nixon Fowler Stadium, the Clayton Comets on homecoming night on a Thursday evening. Score first. It's 7-0. 7-0. And the Comets are going to give the ball back to the Spartans. What do you take of what we saw? Number 24, Deshaun, and all the players for the Comets. Whittington, the quarterback's looking good. Do you change anything right now with finally getting momentum and points on the board?
Right now, I say stick with the run game. I mean, they're easily getting about 9 yards per carry. It seems like if that's the numbers you're running, why throw it until they show you they can stop that run?
So the kick goes into play. Number 85 for the Comets will kick it off to the Spartans, and the Spartans getting nowhere. They got stopped dead in the tracks. And the special teams will now advance to offense and defense. Offense for the Spartans, defense for the Comets. 1:58 in the first. Bottom of 7 o'clock Eastern Time. This is the 3 and Out Sports Network. Remember to follow us on social media at 3 and Out Radio on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But again, coming up on November 1st, that whole name, that whole change coming up for sports. And the 3 and Out Sports Network will then become known as the Community Radio Network. As we're looking to break in, doing a lot of bigger things. Brad Tannis, cool to have you in the broadcast booth with us for the first time.
Yeah, I appreciate the invite, guys. This is a lot of fun, and this is some good football game right here.
From Clayton, are you an alumni of Clayton as well?
I'm actually up from New Jersey, believe it or not.
Okay.
We got an interesting formation right here.
Crazy formation, and I don't think the referees liked it either, Brad. They're going to throw flags everywhere.
No, they had about 8 guys lined up on the far left side of the field, and you got a quarterback under just the center with no protection.
So an illegal formation against the Spartans, and that's going to back them up 5, automatically put the ball on the 29-yard line.
Wesley, I mean, it's giving me a relapse. It's looking like what the Colts tried to do with the Patriots with that one quarterback under the center.
Wow. Yes, sir. They have gone from high school to NFL team right there just a moment ago for the Spartans.
And here we go in that crazy formation again. You got the quarterback
under center. Are they really doing it again?
With no offensive line under him.
Wow. Shades of a pro football play for the Spartans, and it worked. Hands off. The throw made to number 32 for the Spartans up the field. He'll gain a couple. Number 32, Waquan Barnes, the wide receiver, senior, 6'2" at 185, and he'll get up to about the, let's see, we're at about the 42-yard line, I want to say.
Looks like he gained about 7 off that play, Wesley, because Clayton's defense was trying to figure out what the heck was going on.
So, yeah, I said 42. It's actually 41.
Look at that. That guess game is so strong. 2nd
and 3 ball on the 41-yard line. It's 7-0 right now. Over a minute remaining in play is what I was trying to say. For the Comets, they're playing defense now. The Spartans are playing offense, trying to score here. Opening game here tonight at Clayton High School.
That crowd is getting a lot bigger, Wesley. It looks like a lot more people are getting off work and showing up to this football game. It is getting very loud out here.
Quitting time, as they say.
Yes, sir.
Doing social media posts and pictures while we're broadcasting at the same time at 3 and Out Radio. And we got a timeout on the field as well. Timeout. We're going to thank some sponsors. We'll be back with more Comet football. They're leading 7-0, 104 in the first quarter of play.
When you are looking for a company to help build your next project, what do you look for? Price? Honesty? How about our general contractor with integrity? Because sounds like you, it's time to call my friends over at Osborne Company Incorporated. No matter what project you have in mind, the Osborne Company will get it right the first time. Just listen to some satisfied customers. Every detail was given its due attention. We have done major projects over the years, and the quality of the work given to us by Osborne was far superior to other companies. Sound like a company you want to deal with? Head over to osbornecompany.com to see what they can do for you today. Or give them a call and talk with the friendly staff at 336-623-2111. The Osborne Company. Integrity, excellence, and value.
Unforgettables. Nice. This show sponsored by Unforgettables. Unforgettables creates detailed hand-painted baseballs for every baseball fan. Check them out at unforgettables.com. Carolina Security Consultants is your residential security consultants leader. Our security assessment is custom tailored for each project. Give Danny a call, 336-312-5326. Make sure to tell them 3 and Out sent you.
Now back to live coverage of Clayton Comet football on the 3 and Out Radio Network.
Welcome back to Nixon Fowler Stadium. Of course, it is homecoming night, Brad Tanis, and they're having a little celebration for the class of 1968 here tonight in the end zone, to the far right end zone bleachers, watching the game.
Well, they got their quarterback in that was injured earlier, so that's good to see. But then he ends up getting a loss of, it looks, about 5 yards off that play.
Yeah, that was number 3 of J.B. Jones for the Spartans. Great defensive stop for the Comets. But we were talking about the class of 1968 here, and that was the first year that the Clayton Comets won a state championship.
Yeah, how cool is that 50 years later, be able to get with some of your guys the first conference championship for Clayton? You get to still be here to celebrate to this day. That is just awesome.
That is phenomenal. 25 seconds, clock ticks down, getting ready to end the opening quarter of play here at Nixon Fowler Stadium for the Comets and the Spartans. They're up 7-0 at homecoming night. Moved to Thursday because of weather coming in the area tomorrow. And now J.B. Jones and a stoppage of play now by the referees. So they'll blow the whistles, and it looks like we got a timeout being called. Timeout by Triple S, so...
Yeah, they're going back in that strange formation again that we've seen once before with that quarterback under center and everybody else to the far left side of the field. It looked like, though, when they got in that formation, Clayton actually figured out how to defend a little better, and Triple S did not like the look of that Clayton defense.
9.9 seconds to go. Third down. Third and 13. Ball on the 31. 7-0. Comets out in front of the Spartans here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. You know, we mentioned Lynn Nixon. He was the great coach of the Comets. He won the state championship first time in 1968. And, of course, again, the class of 1968, those that remain are in the grandstands having a nice view of the bleachers of the end zone field, of the right side of the field where we're at. And then, of course, Fowler, Gary Fowler. I played football for that coach. Coach Gary Fowler, so did Mr. Trey Snyder, our executive producer of 3 and Out Sports Network. And just, it's so cool to come here to your roots, being 35 years old, having the great racing announcing career, sports career that I've had, and to come back to your roots and doing high school football and being a part of the Comets Nation still 20 years later or 15 years later is really impressive. I love it.
Absolutely. You got to be a proud member of the Clayton team 50 years later and still see that Clayton football team going strong.
Here come the Comets trying to play defense on the stop, and a plow into the hometown ground and the hometown crowd area. The player area is what I was trying to say. I lost my place there. They were all just combobulated and slamming and bamming and hitting each other. And what was that comment there?
It looks like they're going to give them a first down. He actually plunged that last second across that line. A pickup about 15 on a quarterback keeper. That is impressive.
And I got to give props to quarterback J.B. Jones, playing both offense and defense for the Spartans, QB, linebacker. And then, of course, he's doing really good so far. Number 1 for the Spartans is showing some awesome showing impressions. That is Keyshawn Bobbitt, running back safety. Of course, the man making the run up the field and trying to make these crazy, daring, last-minute opportunities for first down as we're 3.3 seconds remaining. 1st and 10, ball on the 47. Jones barks out the signals now. And a throw by Jones, and it fumbles! Comets recover! And the clock roars to 0! We go to the end of the first quarter, and the Comets have recovered, Brad.
I don't understand what Triple S was doing. You're trying to get your center to snap the ball to the left-hand side of the field by about 5 yards right into the defense.
And with that being said, we go to the end of the first quarter, and they give up the ball. Comets get the ball, and we are going to give it. Well, we're waiting here. The referees are actually, it looks like they're having a meeting of the minds. Is Clayton going to get the ball back?
Oh, yeah,
I think they are. Yes. Comets will get the ball, and we start the second quarter. When we come back, 1 quarter in the books. Comets 7, Spartans 0. 1st and 10, ball on the 48 coming up. This is Comets football on the 3 and Out Sports Network.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6, and B12, the new HiQ energy drink comes available in 4 exciting flavors. Skyberry Fusion, Apple, Coconut Fruit Punch, and Lemon Lime. Natural caffeine, no preservatives, no crash, no bull. HiQ energy drink. Wings are for birds.
Rudo Apparel powers teams and athletes around the world by offering the best in customer uniforms at an unbeatable price. Visit RudoApparel.com or give them a call today at 347-850-2720. Build your one-of-a-kind uniform made just the way you want. Rudo Apparel, the #1 shop for custom uniforms and apparel. That's 347-850-2720.
It's now time to head down to the field for live action of Clayton Comet football on the 3 and Out Radio Network.
Welcome back to these 3 and Out Sports Network coverage of Comets and Spartans here at Nixon Fowler Stadium. Wesley Outley and Brad Tanis with you on the call. 7-0 right now. Comets out in front of the Spartans, and we go now to 2nd and 10, ball on the 48 for the Comets.
Yeah, we just got a nice little pick of about 5 yards. Again, that strong run game by Clayton. Triple S has got to find a way to slow it down.
Changing up the way of the field now. Comets now going from right to left instead of left to right where they scored in the early going. Whittington barking out the signals for the Comets. They'll get into their play. Looks like you got 6 players on the front line, and little movage of play there by one of the wide receivers. Whittington will check his man. Check that. That's actually number 10 of Noah Anderson. He'll throw it to number 4. And Spartan player down. Number 8 on the defensive stop of Deron George. All around number 4 of Jalen Emery. No flag, and the player I thought for a minute got poked in the eye, but no flag's called, and it's incomplete pass as well for the Comets.
Yeah, that was absolute great coverage right by there by number 8 of the Triple S team. He hit that ground with disappointment that he almost got an interception right there on the 4-yard line, which would have been a huge swing for this team.
You know, Brad, I thought for a second there that he got poked in the eye or something there as they were close to the end zone right in front of us about at the 5-yard line. No flags were called, and the Comets are going to come back and reset again. It's 3rd and 5, ball on the 43. Here come the Comets. They'll pound the rock. Hand it off to number 10 of Anderson. Up through the field is going to get about a couple of yards on the play. Number 18. We've mentioned him a couple of times in the broadcast so far. Jalen Tranum right through the middle, through the field. Not intimidated by the Spartan defense whatsoever, Brad.
Nope, looks like they're going to be a yard short, and I wouldn't be surprised if they try to run up the middle again.
4th and 1, ball on the 38-yard line now for the Comets. 7-0, Comets on in front of the Spartans here. Homecoming 2018. Supposed to be in first weekend of October. Got delayed because of Hurricane Michael.
Yeah, we've had so many hurricanes. There's more hurricanes you can shake a stick
And here's
at.
another one coming at us, and we got a cold front to boot.
Absolutely.
Ever since Hurricane Michael came in, we've dealt with cold temperatures. I told somebody today I want to be back in Florida again. Here we go, the handoff. That's number 10 for the Comets.
There it is, up the middle again.
Noah Anderson handed it off to, I believe, number 18 one more time. Jalen Tranum, and a first down for the Comets. So they were right taking that opportunity. It worked.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That middle of that defense has got to do a better job of slowing down that run. They're giving up easy first downs. If they had stopped that on 4th down, that would have a huge momentum swing for Triple S.
Well, coming up on our halftime show, we're going to play the interview that I had with the coach in the coach's corner with Hunter Jinks, the coach of the Comets. And I believe